I'm Solidoxide, and this is S.T.D, Episode 2. I have something to say this episode, something that really chaps my ass. Our second episode, I want to critique criticisms and find things I like in new Trek. I'm taking the old you don't throw the dog out with the bathwater analogy. You know, look at your dog. You couldn't do that. Your dog's your buddy. You watch Star Trek together. Anyway, don't start typing at me just yet. First things last, I'm happy the Star Trek community is pissed off. I want the community to unify over Star Trek, dropping well below the standard. That is why, on this channel, I want to explore what's done well, what needs fixing, and what is space trash, providing you with something other than negative coverage for a show you can't stand and provide it in a productive way, salvaging the derelict vessel that is the Star Trek Ideas Mill. And remember, we can all hate this openly without resorting to shit slinging at each other. If there's a Star Trek fan that likes it a little bit more than you, remember to try to have some respect with them and stuff and try to bridge that gap. It's the only way it's going to get better. I've only watched the first couple seasons of Discovery. The first couple episodes of Discovery when it came out. I will watch the newer stuff and put the work in and try to present you some nuance. Without further ado, things that didn't anger me at first in Star Trek Discovery. The Klingon redesigns in Discovery. Talk about a formidable and fierce-looking foe. I like the idea that the mutation keeps going, and now they have no hair. That's interesting, and it makes a little bit of sense. That is not a bad concept. I did find it jarring that the Klingons kind of look like the bad guys from Beyond. They look eerily similar, almost the same skull structure. So that's what I thought it was at first. When I first saw it, I didn't even know they were going to Klingons. I thought they were them damn things that were in Beyond. Then they said they were Klingons, so that took a minute to get used to. But I really liked it. I thought they could have did something with that. You know, if they would have kept them a little more grounded, a little more like, you know, with the bat lifts and stuff like that, I think that could have worked. I wish they would have utilized it to its full potential. It's kind of a bummer, because that was a good-looking Klingon, I thought anyway. You know, they were definitely tough. The next one is Starfleet Investigations and Subsequent Punishments. I love the idea. It's very grounded. It's extremely impactful. I thought that carried a lot of weight. I'm like, holy, you know, they busted her down like, shit, what was it, Sergeant or something? It was insane. So I thought that was an interesting place to take that. You know, they were building her up, but you know, I thought that kind of, you know, taking her down a peg right after that, you know, because she was pretty reckless in the fight leading up to that. So I could understand where they were coming from, but then that's when they messed that up, because the next scene right after they leave that room, they're already retconning all that stuff, and so it was a big old waste of time. And I think that, God. And so from what I've seen to Discovery, that's where I'm going to leave that. I'm going to be watching some more. I'll see if I can find it. It's going to be hate watching. I'm not going to like it. But I'll try to find some good ideas in there and try to bring them to your attention. Let's see. Some other notes in here, though. I have the Kelvin timeline. I talk about that quite a bit. That's very much for me. I've not shied away from the fact that I love the '09 and Into Darkness movies. I love the aesthetics, the ships, the sets. They're beautiful. Let's see. Something I'd love to revisit if I ever had the opportunity. Oh, the wool uniforms from Undiscovered Country. Now, I haven't seen a lot of people cover those, but the one or two that I didn't really care for them. You know, that old kind of imperialistic British wool-looking uniform. I tell you though, I think I like it.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Right back.
I'm probably odd one out on that one, but I really like them. I think they're classy. I think they look sharp, professional. I think they look about accurate to what they would actually have. The colorings are beautiful. I mean, come on. It's professional. It's sharp as shit. One last note here on Discovery. The visuals in Discovery were top notch. Clearly, a lot of effort went into the sets and the costumes. That is the lesson they needed to learn, I feel. The one they miss every time. Without writing and proper casting, budget and set pieces mean nothing. The best example I can give is Netflix's Electric State. What a flop. I want to take a moment to thank all new subs and people who watch the videos, people who are commenting, showing support. I really appreciate it. Get the word out there. Like and sub. I really appreciate you. I strive to bring you better and more thought-provoking content based in the Star Trek universe. Please like and subscribe. This is Solidoxide, and from all of us here at Team Oxide, live long and prosper. End transmission. The video game in the background is Star Trek Resurgence. I have it on the PS5. I platinumed it. It's nothing to write home about, so you might want to skip that one. It's only platinumed because it's barely gameplay. I would pass on that one, even as a Star Trek fan. Save yourself the hassle. Also, don't get that cartoon one. That's also on the PlayStation 5. That's hot trash too. Like I said in the last video, the only good ones looking like that Voyager one. The Star Trek Online is good. Still hoping they port Elite Forces 1 and 2 over to the PS5, but we'll see if that happens one day. Alright, y'all.